Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with my 5th Pokemon Champions Wi-Fi battle. Today we are going to be going up against John 5-4, it looks like. Looking at his team there, looks to be pretty powerful stuff, pretty meta stuff for the most part. Looking at my team, it is the same one that I've been using the past several games here. So, what do I want to lead with in this one? I think we'll go with the Meowscarada, and then we'll go with the Drampa. And then the Charizard. We'll give that a shot, see how that works out. All right. So, he is going to go ahead and lead with the Garchomp, kind of as expected, as we lead with the Meowscarada. Right out of the gate here, I think our best play is to go ahead and go for that triple axle. Hopefully we can connect and get rid of this thing before it can do anything to us, so that is going to be the play. We definitely should outspeed because we're Choice Scarf. He is actually going to go for the Mega Evolution, though, into Mega Garchomp, which is interesting because you don't see it Mega too much, but there it is, Mega Garchomp. We definitely outspeed, going to go for triple axle. Protean going to change us to an Ice type. We do connect once, twice, and that is enough to go ahead and one-shot that Garchomp outright and knock him down to 2 Pokemon, and also burn his Mega Evolution in the process. So that is pretty incredible stuff for us. Very strong start to the match, as now he's going to come in with the Gardevoir. So we could easily just go for a triple axle here once more. However, I really don't want to miss that. So I don't want to push my luck with triple axle. So instead, we are going to go ahead and switch to Charizard. So we're not locked in since we are Choice Scarf. So there is the Charizard, as this thing is going to go for a Light Screen to go ahead and get that special defense boost for its team for the next several turns. So I think what we're going to do in this situation is we're going to go ahead and bust out our Mega Evolution on the Charizard and hit this thing up with a Flamethrower, trying to get as much damage as possible. And so there we go. Going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. We should definitely outspeed this thing as well. So there is the Mega Evolution to Mega Charizard Y. And we are going to get the Drought to turn the Sunlight Harsh. We do outspeed, going to hit this thing up with a Flamethrower. Sun boosted, not quite 50% damage though, which is not quite as much as I was expecting. We do take a Psychic in return, which knocks us down by about 50%. So going to be close. I don't know that another Flamethrower KOs this thing, but we don't really have a choice but to just go ahead and go for it anyway. So that's what we're going to do, as we do outspeed again. Flamethrower incoming. Not quite enough to take it out, as it does survive with 14%. Goes for the next Psychic, and unfortunately we cannot take that. So Charizard is going to go down as we go down to 2 Pokemon. So that's kind of okay, I think, as now we will go ahead and come back in with the Meowscarada. And of course we know we're going to outspeed this thing, so I think our best course of action here, we can really take this thing out with anything, but I think we're going to U-turn actually, just in case they decide to switch. So also we want to see what their last Pokemon is before we lock in to anything with Meowscarada. So U-turn comes in, definitely enough to finish the Gardevoir off from that range, knocking him down to just 1 Pokemon, as we do get the pivot out. And so we have to come in with Drampa, so that is exactly what we're going to do. So Drampa is in. So what is their last Pokemon is the question. It is going to be the Incineroar. So that thing comes in, and so I think what we want to do here is I think we just need to get the hopefully guaranteed chip damage on this thing. So we're going to fire off a Draco Meteor at this thing, as it does go for a Darkness Lariat, so no fake out shenanigans. It does take us down by about 50% as we go for the Draco Meteor in return. It does connect, and it does do not nearly as much as I would have liked, actually. It only takes that thing down Oh, that's why light screen. I forgot about that. So, yeah, only takes that thing down by about a third. So, yeah, the light screen definitely paying dividends there for him. So, I think we go for the next Draco Meteor. That's our play, as this thing is going to Darkness Lariat again, and we do barely take it. We hang on with 2 HP in the red. It is going to trip our Berserk to give us a special attack increase, and we get the Citrus Berry. We go for the next Draco Meteor. It is at only -1 now, and it does do massive damage to the Incineroar. Not quite enough to take it out, but knocks it to about 17%. However, he is going to get a Citrus Berry of his own there at that point, put him back up to about 42%. So, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can take another attack, but we don't really have any other option but to just go ahead and attack this thing. So we'll click Draco again as this thing fires off one more Darkness Lariat, and unfortunately we cannot take it this time. So Grandpa is going to go down, and we go down to just one Pokemon. So it is all down to this. It is the battle of the cats. So the battle of the cat part dark type starters. So we will come in with the Meowscarada, and so unfortunately we don't really have a good move to hit this thing with. In fact, the only move we can hit this thing with that's even neutral effective is U-turn. Everything else is resisted. So I think U-turn's actually our best move to go for. So yeah, I think that might be what we have to do. And yeah, I mean, I guess we could. I don't see anything else doing enough damage, though. I guess we just have to U-turn. Yep. So we have to lock into U-turn here. Protean going to change us to a bug type, so we get the power boost. And how much damage is it doing? Not quite enough to take him out. He survives with 10 HP. He's going to go for a Heat Crash in return, and that takes us out. So that is unfortunate. So Meowscarada goes down, and that is going to be game. So we are going to lose that one. 1-0 to John. 4-5, I suppose. That was a pretty solid match, though, actually. Pretty competitive one, back and forth clash as well. But unfortunately, we just didn't have the moves to seal the deal at the end of that one. So we'll go ahead and quit. So, with that, we do take our first loss here, actually, on Pokemon Champions on YouTube. But it was a hard fought match as well. So no hard feelings for sure. So sometimes with these, what I've noticed with these 3v3 games is you end up getting worked into a situation where you may not match up very well against what your opponent brought versus what you brought out of your three. And so there's a lot more of a chance of that happening, I think, if in the 3v3 games than there is in the 6v6 games. But yeah, that is the way it goes sometimes. Pretty hard-fought game nonetheless. But that is going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. Also, this is going to be the last match that I am posting with this team. I had a lot of fun with it, and it was my first one here. As you guys know, it was kind of sort of like a bootleg team put together with limited resources that I had to start this game off. But I did have fun with it, and it did work out pretty well for me, actually. But I am going to be putting it to the side for now, and starting up next time, I am going to have a brand new team for you guys. I have been farming resources, as you guys know, and so I do have some new teams ready to go. So yeah, we're gonna have another one coming up next time. So that's it. Stay tuned for all that, and we'll see you next time.